we come in here, I still have the knee shield. My options are either toes sitting on the hip bone and the knee always inside the shoulder, or knee inside the shoulder and my foot kind of wrapped here on his lower back, just the inside of my foot there. But the main thing is that you don't do this with your leg, because now that's where he can thread and crush it and all that stuff. So I make sure that this stays fanned open. That's why this is a nice control point. And if you really kind of put some weight, like you step onto his hip and put some weight there, even if he takes his hand here and tries to beat that, he doesn't just easily push that foot in between my legs, for instance. Like I have quite a bit of play, right? Also, if he wants to have weight into me and I maintain this, okay, it's even harder to do that. So what he'll have to do is kind of sit back a little bit, then push it, and if he sits back, I come with him, okay? And I start to play this position we call angry squirrel, right? Where I have my head too high to get guillotined, but I start to pursue him. So I want to keep a constant relation of space between us. I don't like him sitting back there where he can start, oh, how do I footlock Steve, or how do I do some of these other things, right? Make sure that you're connected. But right now I'm assuming he's giving me pressure. So knee inside the shoulder, okay, foot here or wrapped around the back. Make sure my knees stay spanned out. My arms here are responsible for two things. One is keeping that shoulder away from me so it doesn't turn in. And this one is to hand fight this arm so he doesn't grab my neck or my lapel. But very important, make sure he doesn't get perpendicular to me by getting his knee in this space. Once he turns in here, he can really start to get in here, kind of like roll past my frame and threaten me, which is what we're going to talk about. So I want to make sure, not by bringing my arm way down here, but by bringing my knee up, that I keep this connected so he can't get in there. And then, if he wants to reach for me, I can still be hand fighting in here, but I just maintain this so I don't get lazy and let him come in. Okay? So that's really the discipline. This is a very hard guard to pass in and of itself. So what happens here is, if you look at the difference between me allowing this space and me not allowing it, is if Ryan does one of these things where I'm going to switch and throw my arm over and sit in there, now he lands in the separation between my knees and my chest, and now he's potentially passing me. And I certainly feel the weight to me keeping this blocked out. So as he makes that switch, okay, now he's just riding up here. And what happens is I just do a very simple back roll, and I come up on top of him. And if I wind up across his body, I just push myself back, okay, so I don't get re-swept or have him go for leg locks or anything. And now I'm here, I've got his arm killed, I can release, and I'm in great shape, okay? So, this is a very, very, again, it should be, what we were just talking about, should be effortless. Even if you got somebody heavy, strong, it's like, oh, they're kind of crushing through here. I feel their intention to throw that arm over and crush me. But as long as I maintain these points mechanically, even a big guy, okay, I just do a simple shoulder roll. So Ryan's going to kill his own arm essentially by throwing it over, and it gets trapped in there. As long as I have this, he's riding up on my elbows and my knees or shins. So from here, he goes. Slide back. Release this, okay, control the inside of the knee, and now I just slide that leg out, and I'm good to go, okay? So feel that, again, feel this sweet spot where you don't have to heave, that his fight to get here is just greeted by you not letting his body fall here, but by riding up here, and then he just guides you over, right? And just pull yourself on top, okay? Let's go.